One does not combat spiritual dryness through discouragement or despair, but by humbling oneself and praying. This is how one achieves the purpose for which God allows it or sends it. To believe it is impossible to overcome spiritual dryness is to fall into the same lack of trust that Zechariah had in the angel's words, and to fall silent in prayer. Zechariah, while offering incense, received the great announcement, and the Lord consoled him as he performed his priestly duties. Similarly, the soul experiencing dryness must pray and engage in zealous works which hold the key to inner fruitfulness. Satan, however, tempts the soul with discouragement and inertia, even making the soul believe she is on the brink of perdition. In this way, he wickedly attempts to make sincere faith and humble abandonment to God impossible, the faith that hopes against all hope. The angel who speaks to the soul is the priest, and the soul must trust the assurance of the priest if she does not want to fall into an abyss of dense darkness that prevents her from rising and flourishing again. Pessimism is always fatal on the spiritual path, whereas hope and abandonment to divine mercy is the secret to a great life. Just as a plant is pruned to bloom more abundantly, God prunes souls with dryness, plunging them into humility and making them aware of their weakness. Then at the right moment, he floods them with grace and accomplishes his great designs in them. Our moments of true freedom are those moments we spend with God, recollected in prayer. Even though we remain exiled pilgrims, it is only then that we find ourselves in an oasis of peace where God alone governs us. One does not remedy a plant's sterility by stripping it, but by fertilizing it. Humility is the most appropriate fertilizer for our inner strengths. When the fertilizer, humility, has reached the depth proportionate to the height of God's plan, unexpectedly the plant will bloom again and bear the true fruit of a sanctified life. Oh, if poor creatures knew the great gift of a moment of audience granted to them by God through prayer. Oh, if they knew how to enjoy the holy freedom of speaking with God in that precious moment. Then the world fades away. Creatures no longer have any relation with us. Our mortal weight feels lightened, and the soul spreads her wings in a serene flight towards the eternal immensities. If we truly love our well-being in this poor life of exile, we must train our soul in prayer from childhood. Have you experienced spiritual dryness? And what do you do when you are experiencing it? Have Father Dolindo's words and his teaching in this passage inspired you and helped you to see the value of spiritual dryness? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Arrivederci. Till next time. Jesus, I surrender myself to you. Take care of everything. Gesù, pensaci tu.